even have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones. Is the Talk Beat Jones. I am Billy Jones of Size Jones. We're going to go into today, family. Remember, the Talk Beat Jones, we're on the air every Wednesday from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. And you can join us. Got a different way you can do it, too. How to get WHPR via cell phone. You want to go to the App Store or Google Apps on your phone. You search for WHPR TV now. Once you found it, you download it to your phone. Then choose live streams. Then you'll see three selections. Choose WHPR TV. Press the play button or arrow. There you have WHPR TV Live. Now, family, I'm going to read this to you again because you'll be able to follow us on your telephone. How about that? So that's very important to be able to follow us wherever you are. At 10 o'clock, you can tune into the Talk Beat Jones, of course. Today, we want everyone to know that we're on every Wednesday again from 10 a.m. to 11. We have a repeat broadcast, of course, on a Sunday from 4 to 5 on WHP 105.2, and doorbell. And also, you can pick us up and watch all the different shows by going into TV 33 on demand, and you pick up the date, and you're able to watch all the shows of Talk Beat Jones as well as the other YouTube.com. Thank you, Tim. So that you're able to watch all of the shows. Let me do that part again. You want to go to YouTube TV 33.com, and you're able to pick up all of the shows from TV 33, and of course you look at the date to find it ringing the doorbell. So we're ready to go. But family, tell your friends. The excitement is we've had so many people die. We've had so many people sick. We've had so many people that have gotten older and have sat around and have gotten stiff, sore, unable to really enjoy themselves. And what other things? We've had in the past where black women led the nation in infant mortality death. At that time, I answered the call and put together a program for the city of Oakland. Fast forward, that later on became Jones Size. I'm hearing and I'm reading and I'm mourning the fact that black women are now doing childbirth, after childbirth, dying more than anyone else. That's black women. We have to do something, family. We as a people, when we talk about coming together and doing things, there are a lot of things we can bicker and have problems with. But when it comes to our health care, that's something that we have to all come together and get serious about. I heard this call back in the 70s. I looked at how people were being taught how to be inspired. And I said, there's a void. I said, there is a void. And I put together a program called Jones Size Fitness for Women. That program grew to be one of the top programs, period. A program that had me leading the country, leading the community every morning as a workout person on TV. Now, I'm speaking this way because, family, it's time. It's time. It is time for me. I've been doing my television program in Detroit. I'm happy with where I'm going with my television program. I will continue to grow with my television program, Talk Beat Jones. However, it is time for that other part of me that specialized before Jones Assize in healthcare, where I was one of the top weight reduction specialists, period, which drew me into the healthcare field of fitness. I want to combine that in Detroit, in the area where I'm living now for 22 years. No one here knew anything about me in terms of those areas, and I didn't care. I'm doing television talk. Now you'll see that there's another component to Billy Jones out here. But only not just out here, family. We're going to take my fitness program, Jones Assize, and we're going to take that and we're going to move that around the world. How? We're going Zoom style. My Jones Assize members have contacted me. Some have offered to assist me in my comeback, and I'm happy. And the thing about that is, remember, Jones Assize was one of the fitness ladies and gentlemen, was one of the top programs for women because that was what I specialized in. However, as a football player, coach, I can coach anybody. So this time around, family, I want you to know, tell the other friends, this time around, Billy Jones Assize Jones, we're not going to only do it for just ladies. We're going to do it for the ladies. We're going to do it for the men. We're going to do it for whatever sexual preference you are. We're going to do it for however you identify yourself. You are loved, and I want to help you with your health. Because if you don't love your body, you may be, quote, out of here. And you may have a gorgeous, gorgeous body, per se, according to society. And you lose that body. What? Through what? Because you are not taking care of yourself. You did not take care of yourself. And you were a size 10 and you went to a size 16, 18, and you say, oh, but I'm still beautiful. Yes, you are. But what is going on inside of you? What is going on inside of you? If you come from a family that is naturally, genetically heavier, that's a different story. That's a different story. But if you are skeletal size to be a small person and you blowing up, that's not good. But that's not what we're here to talk about this morning, family, this evening, wherever you're listening to. And I want to thank all my friends and family from around the world who have stayed with the Jones Assize and who have talked about the Jones Assize and got it to be where it's everywhere. And also that you've learned with me through Jones Assize and through your cooperation how to have a conversation without having to fight, throw daggers, and be all upset. And for those members who have listened to television and heard a conversation, but the people were using words that you couldn't understand, and they had a good conversation, they started using words you didn't understand, hey, we broke that down. So that everybody has an opportunity to listen, contribute, and be educated. Nobody is left out on the Talk Beat Jones. Nobody will be left out on the Jones Assize program. Fitness is for everybody. But it's how you inspire people. It's how you love people. How you work with people in their head, in their mind, in their spirit, in their soul. Have you wanted to lose weight? Have you wanted to get fit? Have you wanted to work out and said, you tried it 2 or 3 days and it's like, I can't do this. You put yourself on a diet and you say, I feel pretty good. 4th day you say, well, I need to have something different. You do not have the proper inspiration. You do not have the process where you're really, truly in love with yourself. You can fall down, but you got to get back up. You got to get back up. And for those who are just tuning in right now, you're saying, well, what is he sitting up there with a vest on and talking, and he's not talking about the things that we want to talk about, which is necessarily what? Sports. You want to talk about what's going on in the world in terms of politics. You want to talk about what's going on in the world in terms of your housing development. You want to talk about what's going on in the city development. That's true. But when it's all said and done, you have to look in the mirror at yourself. And they say the emperor has no clothes, wore no clothes. When it's time for your bath or time for you to take your shower, you're stripped. Let's say 95% of us are stripped. Some people may decide to keep a little something on. However, that's when you're seeing the true you. That's when you're seeing the true you. Not with the makeup, not with the expensive jewelry, not with the expensive clothes. Just you and your skin. What do you really see? But you have to understand, it's you. It's you. And you've got to love what you see in the mirror. You've got to love what you see in the mirror. You see, family, you've got to love you. In order to fix you, you've got to go through the process of going through the system of correcting what's wrong with you. And you can't do that if you don't love yourself. Everybody else can love you, but if you don't love yourself, it's no good. And if you are hanging with folks who would prefer seeing you not at your best, then you're still not loving yourself. You have to be around the situations in which people are doing what? They're supporting you in a positive vein. They want you to be healthy. They want you to look good. They don't necessarily want you not to look good, because by you not looking good, it makes them feel good because they think they look greater, better than you. You don't want that type of competition. You want the people that's going to love you and love themselves. And if you're in that environment, somebody has to break the change. Let me help you. Let me help you. As a weight reduction specialist dealing with you, the family members, one-on-one counseling, you got 40, 50 pounds you need to lose. Guess who you were coming to see? That guy named Billy Jones. How many of you remember Simeon weight reduction centers? Oh, they were not just in California. How many of you took that shot called HCG, human chronic gonadotropin? You remember that? You see, I'm going to go way back, folk, because some of the folks out there will recognize they took them shots to lose weight. I worked the clinic, was one of the only black folks that was handling that business for the weight reduction business folk. And I was very successful. medical weight loss centers. You hear it advertised. I have no idea if that's still the same company that was operating in the 70s. But I was there. Not only was I there, but I was one of their best in helping folks to lose the weight. I don't know how many of you remember Dr. Alfred Farris. Weight reduction specialist. I helped take his business from 10 offices to almost 40 offices before I moved out with another doctor and opened up what is called Billy E. Jones Fast Weight Reduction Medical Center. I didn't name it. The doctor named it because I was the draw. So I'm saying this to you, family, because I know you don't know that about Billy. And for those 2 or 3, because you see, you got to start with 1. So I'm asking if I can find 2 or 3 who says, I need that guy. I need him to help me. I believe that that man can do something that nobody else has been able to do on a consistent basis. That is, he can help me. He can inspire me. He can guide me. He can help me understand behavior modification. And we're going to help you because Jones's Fitness is a dance program using muscles, not weights, muscles, turning, moving, biceps. The whole particular body is a useful engine, but it's how you turn it. It's how you move it. When you see all of these dances, it used to be, they say, well, the body can only move certain ways, and that's true for 80% of the people. But these people that get out here and do all these crazy, beautiful, outstanding things with their bodies, boy, I tell you, the world has really grown for the body. But for the you and the me, that we're trying to understand how to use our body to tone our body. That's all, to tone our body. It's called stay with the basics, use an arithmetic pattern, work hard with them. And those muscles will do what? They will say, I love you. I love you. And that's what you want. You want to be able to have your body saying, I love you, baby. That's what it's about, family. You got to understand when you're going to the doctor, and they're experimenting with you. Yes, I said experimenting with you because what? You've got to what? Take these various medications. And let me put in a word about that. When I say experimenting, the doctors do a system that works for them. Not everything works for everybody, and they have to find out eventually what works for you. So I want you to understand, I never will talk about the medical practice, the medical facilities, or the people that's doing what I'm doing, what they're doing. But there is a process that they even have to go through, which is this medication that I have to prescribe to you. Here are the ramifications of taking this medication. It's called side effects. So they have to find out what medications that you really can work with you that are going to give you less side effects, which in fact may cause you other problems. But that's the way medicines work. Okay? But here's the other flip to this. In 80% or more of the situations, the doctors, besides their prescriptions, are going to talk about what? Are you walking? Are you working out? Are you watching your diet? But the bottom line is they're going to suggest that you work out? Did you start some form of exercise? Almost all the doctors are telling you this. And we hear it, and you walk out, and you go on about doing what you're doing. The gyms are full at the beginning of the years. Everybody got their resolution of, I'm gonna. And then what happens? I'm gonna not go. I'm gonna maybe go next week. I may gonna start next month again. I'm gonna. Are you a victim of the I'm gonna? Let me raise my hand. My name is Billy Jones. They call me Billy Talk Beat Jones. They call me Billy Jones Size Jones. But again, my hand is raised like yours. Because I was trapped in the I'm gonna. I'm gonna. We've got to get out of that I'm gonna take care of my body. I'm gonna make this difference. I'm gonna take care of that bad knee. The knee is not gonna get greater, better by you not doing anything with it. You find what you can do. Oh, you're going to be able to do the Jones exercise by Zoom. And let me do this. Let me address my friends, my fans, my family, folks who have grown up who were advisors, and other people who are in the business who would say, well, Billy, you've been away for a period of time. A lot of the folks that you were dealing with have gotten older. They're blessed to get older. But I want you to understand, Jones Exercise was created from a program that used what? Research. I didn't just jump out and say, I'm Jones Exercise. Worked a program to find out what was needed, how to make it work for everybody. Whether you was young, whether you was old, whether you could move really well, or whether you had difficulty moving. In my mind, in my head, I've seen some great athletes be crippled from injuries. I've seen some come back and others not. Why? Because it was the amount of work they were willing to put in to rehab. Now, we're not asking you to work like the athlete. We're saying that there's going to be degrees of Jones Exercise Zoom that you can join. We will be here for you, family. Again, I am Billy Jones Exercise Jones. I'm saying to you, if you didn't know, my specialty, my legend was around fitness, working out, Jones Exercise. Like nobody else was doing it. And I was one of the first. Not by word, me saying it. It's on the record. Now here's the great part. The great part is because everything that came from Jones Exercise and to Jones Exercise was a creation of Billy Jones. So I don't have to go to ask nobody, well, can you show me how to do this? Well, can you show me how to do this? Can you help me think about what happens if a person is not able to do this? Or what adjustments would I have to make for making things like this? Well, you know, you got these people of different ages and etc. Listen, you're talking about a person, and to a person, all of those things always are considered. Always considered. And you say, Billy, you've been away for a long time. Yeah. But fitness is something that you don't get away from if that's your natural thing. Everything about my body is a natural creation. I did not use weights. None. Never in my life. So the process, you do things that you can have to last you. That's what Jones Size is about. And as we go through, you'll be hearing from some of the Jones Size members. And Jones Size, folks, the fitness business that I've dealt with started in what? The 70s. The 70s. That was my business. The continued growth, the continued building of the fitness business before I was doing television. And it continued to the year 2002. And I was still doing classes up until the time I came to Detroit in 2002. So I want you to talk to your friends. Talk to your friends. It don't have to be a whole group. You may find one person may get interested with you. And if you can't find nobody else to be interested with it, look at yourself and say, I love me. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'm going to find out when he's going to do the Zoom, and I'll do it. I'll be in my own space. I don't have to worry about traveling. I don't have to worry about somebody else looking at watching me or somebody else being there interfering. I'll be in my own space doing what? The Jones Size with Billy Jones Size Jones at various times. We're going to get ready to prepare for a commercial break. But I do, once again, before I go to commercial break, I want to remind you that you can watch the Talk Beat Jones by going to YouTube, dial in YouTube, TV 33 on demand, and you're able to pick up, go down the list, you'll see a picture, but you'll see a date. If it's on a Wednesday, that's my date. Pick that show, watch it, share it, let others enjoy what you're doing. Today is an information show of what's to come. What's to come? Are you saying, Billy, are you changing the Jones Size or the Talk Beat Jones? No, I will not. No, I will not. I will still have my guests. I will still talk about the various things that we do. But we're also now including the fact that I'm here for you. Now, when I say I'm here for you, not today, not this month, I'm going to let you know. Because I'm no fool. I don't care what I think I understand to protect me and to love me, to be able to really love you. I've got to take my private time to get me together. See, it's not about walking and just talking. It's about doing. We're going to take the commercial break. And remember, every Wednesday, it's Talk Beat Jones from 10 to 11 on a Sunday, 105.2. You have from 4 to 5 that Talk Beat Jones guy. We'll be right back. You wouldn't have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones.
Justice for Mario Willis. Truth. Facts. Evidence. Matter. Log into justicefomariowillis.com truth.com. Read for yourself.
We, the People of Detroit, is dedicated to community coalition building and to the provision of resources that inform, train, and mobilize the citizens of Detroit and beyond to improve their quality of life. As a community-based grassroots organization, We, the People of Detroit, aim to inform, educate, and empower Detroit residents on imperative issues surrounding civil rights, land, water, education, and the democratic process. For more information, call 844-42-WATER, 844-42-WATER, or email wethepeopleofdetroit.com.
To put your podcast on iHeartRadio? Yes, your podcast on iHeartRadio. What about Alexa, Roku, Fire Stick, Apple TV, Android, or iPhone? Plus live TV streaming. Get your podcast seen and heard all over the world. Call 313-868-6612. Pre-recorded shows are accepted to be archived. This is a WHPR distribution platform. Download the app from the App Store. Go to WHPRTV.com. Channels available for lease 24/7 on Roku, Fire Stick, or Apple TV. Coming soon, subscription and pay-per-view.
Also,
Block time is available. Get yours. Call 313-868-6612. That's 313-868-6612. Executive producer R.J. Watkins. Program director Henry Tyler. 107.5 FM WGPR HD2. RadioWeCanSee.com.
Have to go anywhere because this is the Talk Beat Jones. Oh, boy, I tell you, a little refresher. And you see, this is the Talk Beat Jones. I'm Billy Jones, Size Jones, and we're going to have a little fun. And what I do is I'll do a move, I'll pause so you can see it, then I move. You see, it's all about just enjoying yourself, just having fun. By the way, sometime when I'm doing the Jones Size, I will be in a chair. So for those family members who are unable to move really well standing up, don't worry. As I said, we've had a long time to think about my family members who need help. And again, I need your help because I'm a person that I need to feel that I'm doing something important to help my folk. And what it is, I have seen that our health is really not where it should be. And I would not be the person that I'm supposed to be if I don't step up before God says, Bill, it's time for you to rest and do the best that I can do to help you, to help me have a longer, greater, better life. Now, tell you this. I've been wanting to ask how many family members have had their life totally changed behind COVID. How many family members have had their lives changed behind COVID? And I say that because how many wives had been in a loving relationship with the man of their dreams for 15, 20, 30 years, and COVID took that person away from them. And now they're out there trying to find someone. They're alone. But they don't want to be alone. They didn't live their life alone, but they can't find someone that matches what they had. Huh? A man that's looking and found that special wife, that special woman, gone. COVID. What are we doing now? People that was in a healthy relationship, that had a routine of going out walking, doing things that, enjoying the air with each other, just feeling good. COVID took that partner. What did you do? Did you let yourself go behind depression? Did you feel that your life had stopped? Do you feel that you'll never have that type of happiness, that type of love again? Did food become your best friend? Did food become your lover? Did drink become your friend? Drink become your lover? Let me help you. Let me help you. Life, as long as you're breathing, can be greater, better. Let me help you. I am Billy Jones Osiris Jones, family. That's two sides. There's the talk side, and then there's the fitness side. I was in the fitness business before I was in the talking business. And I've been in the talking business many years. God has blessed me with dual talents. But not just a dual talent to be like any and everybody. I've always been accredited in either one of those fields as being on top of the persons that I was helping. Mastering fitness and a successful talk show person. Those in Oakland would recognize when I say Night Talk Jones. That was my show. Show of the year for Soul Beat. So I'm here. But I'm not just here for Detroit. I could never leave my other home. And all of the family members who have joined me throughout the years, who have shown me love since I've been out here in Detroit since 2006. I've been on television since 2006-07 in Detroit. Man, what a blessing. And God told me I got one more run to be with you, to make me happy, because I'd be doing what I'm born to do. You, the family, with my fitness, you are my ministry. And I'm coming back home to you. I can speak this way because I'll be talking to a lot of my family, a lot of my members out of the Oakland Bay area who will see this. And for those who are listening, if I told anything and tell anything, that's a lie. My folk who've been with me since forever can tell you he lied. And being on television and speaking, I don't blink. I don't blink. It may sound like, wow, couldn't have did that. But I did it. Just like I'm going to do this. I'm going to tell you how to get your WHPR via the cell phone. Yo, you ready? And I want you to listen to this very carefully because sometimes you're out and you got a show you want to see that's on WHPR. You can go to your telephone, watch it while you're doing whatever you're doing. You got some wait time, some downtime. Check this out. You go to the App Store or Google Apps on your phone. You want to search for WHPR TV Now. Once you found it, download to your phone. Then choose Live Streams. Then you'll see 3 selections. Choose WHPR TV. Press the play button or arrow. There you have WHPR TV Live. Okay? And once again, you go to type in YouTube TV 33 on demand, and you can go and you can see the Talk B. Jones show. Hit it, watch it, like it, share it. That's right, share it. And for your information, Talk B. Jones, we have over 260 or 70, 80 videos in queue that you can go in and see at any given time. How about that? So that's the way that works. Now, a real quickie. Is there anybody, and I know that we don't generally take a lot of calls, etc., but for that person who may be watching right now, I'm just going to ask, do you have a problem in losing weight? Have you had a problem? Do you have a problem in losing weight? And why would weight loss be important to you as we speak today? Now, that's just something that even in doing Zoom, we're going to try to ask you. Because the more that we can find out about you, the greater we can assist you in being successful. And if you look at my openings on the Talk B. Jones show, you can see how strong that I had become. At the time that I was doing those openings, my weight was just about 225. And finally, because my body gains weight proportionally, it looked strong. However, I've lost 30 to 40 pounds. Why? Because that 225 may have looked good, but that wasn't me. Not if I'm going to be strong, not if I'm going to be healthy, not if I'm going to really love my body. You see, can't do that. And as I started my process of loving myself, and as I continue to see us losing family, friends, people who were serving our communities, and listening on Facebook to my family members of Jones size speaking out, even in doing the things that they were doing, speaking of Jones size and what it did for them, and the fact that they wanted that back. They wanted that person back. Not just anybody. Not just anybody. And I had to go to my special place and pray. I had to go and pray. Why? Because I don't do nothing just to do it. I'm a competitor. I'm a competitor. And I asked, can I do it again? Can I do it again? And I remembered when I first started the program back in the 70s, I only had 2 people. And I simply asked them, would you bring a friend next time? In every class, I asked them, would you bring another friend with you? And I went from 2 to 5 to 7 to 10 to 15 to eventually the program was at 100 folk. And not only in the one location, but I opened up another location. And then I opened up another location. Because I wanted to help my black women help reduce the infant mortality rate by getting their bodies strong, by helping them reduce that stress, that anxiety, that tension, that anxiety that causes them to have that internal pressures. And in the meantime, you tighten up your hips, your thighs, your tummy, and your waist. And you get that breathing. But the bottom line was I wanted to help my black women understand if you love your body, take care of your body, then we can help reduce this infant mortality rate. At least you have the opportunity to do the best that you can to prepare for the pregnancy and during the pregnancy. And I say during the pregnancy because, yes, I've had members in going to the Jones Society into their 6th, 7th month of pregnancy. You can do it. You can do it. How many of you there? You don't have to pick up the telephone, but think to yourself. How many times have you tried to walk a block and looked out and tried to find an Uber to take you the other half of the block? It happens. It happens. But the wonderful thing, as I see it, that we can take this program and you can help your neighbor. You can help your friend. You can help your family member. You can help yourself. And guess what? We can have a Jonesin' good time. Just getting fit, toned, firm, and healthy. And learning to love your body. And you will work hard. So that's the part. When I went to my prayers, that is the part. Jones Society is known as one of the hardest working systems, period. Can I do it again? Do I, Billy, have the heart to push my heart to make your heart beat? That's the question. So family, I'm into my own private workout sessions to get ready. But I'm letting you know, we are getting ready to come serve you, to come help you, to come hold your hand, to guide you back to health, back to that smile, back to letting that tension, that anxiety, that stress go, back to putting that smile on your face. And that's another thing. We get around and situations happen and we go into a lifestyle change. And if you never notice, one of the things that changes is your smile. You become more stoic. You don't smile. Internally, you're still not feeling good. But with the Jones exercise, you gotta laugh. You gotta laugh, and you gotta speak out, and you gotta holler, you gotta scream. Because what? It feels so good. Yes, it feels good to love yourself. Yes, it feels good to get out there and start doing some workout. It's not about how great you dance. It's not about how great you move. It's just a matter of that fact that you are moving. Why? Because it's your own personal body. Now, what someone else look like in their cue of doing their moves or creating something else to make that move look cool or better, that's them. That's them. But you're going to do it the way it's going to make you feel good because I'm going to demonstrate it to you. You're going to do it. And someone else want to be more chill with it, they can do that. But all you got to do is do you. And when it's all over with, you're going to hug you. Because if nobody else is going to love you, if nobody else is going to respect you, if nobody else is going to understand the hard work it is to be you, hey, when it's all said and done, you give yourself the credit. You understand. Reward yourself with love. When you love yourself and you're giving yourself love, it allows you to love others even greater. Come with me on this journey. Come with me on this journey. I need you. I need you. I don't want you left behind. It's going to be new. I've seen other folks do what I'm speaking of doing. In my mind, it's the same as when I was getting ready to create the fitness program back in the day. I looked, I saw, and I said, nobody can do it like me. Now, that was the younger, egotistical person. However, to be a success, in order to be a success, and not just be another person, you have to want to be the best. You may fall short. Short for whom? If you are doing the best and using all of your ability and being the best that you can be, that's what God set out for you. The other's attention, the other's opinions, that's theirs. But when I go out to work, in order to be the best, you got to work hard. And if the folks who are working with me feel that they have been worked and they're happy, that's what counts. That's what counts. And they want to come back and they want to tell a friend, that's how it works. And I didn't come across thousands, not 50, not a few hundred, not 1,000. I said thousands of clients. And they all loved Jones exercise. Can we do it again? I can tell you straight up, family, we're not going to do all this jit dancing, leg, foot dancing, and had a great legs, and your stomach is falling over. Your arms is all. No, we do it complete. We're not going to do the type of moves that you can't do, because if I'm doing moves that you can't do, they're no good. We'll leave the ooh, wee, wow, wow to those who are doing that. But for you, who need to just have movements, have inspiration, have that feeling of love, have that feeling of love, come along with me. Let's ride this Jones exercise. Get on my pony and let's go ahead and do this. We're going to gallop. We're going to gallop. And again, you'll have the physical part, and we're going to offer you, for those who want it, we're going to offer you a weight reduction consultant. Yeah. Hard for others, easy for me. Hard for others, easy for me. Why? I was part of the system. I know what works. All of the wonderful greatness and the beautiful updates and things, etc. Great. But I want you to make sure you tell your friends about the Talk B. Jones and I Am Billy E. Jones exercise. We're getting ready to give a workout for you. When I say we're getting ready, at least 4 or 5 more weeks. Why? Because I've got to love me. I've got to get me ready to do what I'm going to do for you. And then I'm going to make you sweat. I'm going to make you reach out and just love yourself with fun and energy. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Jones exercise. I want to thank all my Jones exercise members for all of the support, all of the inspiration, and all the motivation that you've been giving me all of these years through your texts, through your conversations about Jones exercise. I want to thank all the men folk who gave me all the different degrees of being the legend, of being all the things you said I was, because your wives, your girlfriend, your sisters, came to the Jones exercise and you saw. For all of the persons who worked out on Jones exercise on television, on Soul Beat television with me, I love you and I appreciate it. We're coming back for you too. I think we're going to need to give you a little Soul Beat update pretty quick. But now, don't forget Jones exercise. We're on the air every Wednesday from 10 to 11. You can go through type in YouTube, TV33 on demand, pick up Jones exercise, like it, share it. Family, we love you. Let's get ready to love our bodies. Let's get ready to love our bodies. So when you tune into the Talk B. Jones, you're going to get some talk. Some weeks you're going to get some updates about the Jones exercise. But right now, I love you, appreciate you, gotta go. Bye now. You wouldn't have to go anywhere because this is the Talk B. Jones.